Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
No, let me finish.
Welcome to Let Me Finish, the weekly podcast where we discuss what the hell's going on in pop culture, current events, and everything else in between.
We are your hosts. I'm Janice.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Jillian. Grab a glass of wine and let's get started. All right, welcome back. This is episode 29 for Let Me Finish. I'm your host, Jillian.
I'm Janice.
I'm Stacy.
All right, let's just jump right in. Ladies, what did you do this week?
Girl, I was, the last time I spoke with you guys, I was going to Vegas. So I was in Vegas all that weekend, and I came back Tuesday morning, and then I ended up working the rest of the week. So mostly trying to catch up on sleep, baby. Because I tell you, when we went to Vegas, like, we had, like, slept during the day all the days. But, man, we all went out at night. There were mornings I was waking up or going to sleep and the sun was coming up. And I had to be up in, like, an hour and a half.
Oh, nice. Damn.
I know. I, like, live my life in Vegas. You know I don't normally do that stuff.
No.
Usually I'm out by, like, 10:30. I'm like, it's a wrap.
So glad that you're able to, like, have a good time and get some fun stuff in.
Yeah, we did. And I zip-lined.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you did? Was it on Fremont Street or the Link?
The Link.
I did Fremont Street.
Okay.
It was so much fun. I feel like a bird.
Nice.
Very
I do
refreshing.
want to. That's one thing. My goal is to do zip lining, and there is a little zip lining course here somewhere close by.
Course.
So yeah, it's like a ropes course, and you can do zip lining and all that stuff.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
yeah, it's here locally.
I ziplined in Jamaica. It was scary.
I also want to skydive.
Yeah, I'll pass.
That's my goal.
I'll pass on that.
I do. I really want to do that. Just
Jillian's
once in my
bucket
life.
list.
It's definitely on my bucket list. I definitely want to do that.
Somebody was asking me, like, I can't believe you would do that. Like, as soon as the thing opens, you're going to be so scared. I was like, I'm going to close my eyes, and that person's going to jump with us.
Yeah, if you're not an experienced diver, you have to have a certain amount of hours. It's tandem. So you're there with the instructor. I personally
feel like I'd be like, I want tandem all the time. I don't ever want to be responsible.
I'm just scared.
Saving my life.
Just my luck. The minute I do it, the cord snaps or some shit. I don't know.
Then you better enjoy everything on your way down.
I'd be like, yeah, just enjoy the time. And honestly, you'd be dead before you even realized it.
I know, but
Jillian.
Am I lying? No.
That's how I mean, but the whole time you're just enjoying the flashes of your life.
Pretty much.
It's just it's a terrible way to die.
Welcome yourself home.
I don't think it would be. I just think I would be resolved and be like, okay, this is it. I had a good run. And
right. I mean, it's done.
I guess you don't even realize you're dying.
You're panicking before what?
So
yeah,
fast.
before your brain can register that you're dead, it's over. It's over. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that could be a good way to die if you think about it. No suffering, no sickness.
They say, like, if you, like, those really tall buildings, I think if you're going, and if you go at a certain speed, it, like you pass out before you hit the ground.
I've heard that before.
Like the pressure or something. So I'm like, that wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's not how I would choose to go, but
how would you choose to go?
In my sleep.
In my sleep.
Me too. I just want to just go to sleep and not
just
wake
in my
up.
sleep. Just like
Janice never
just
woke
have
up.
Yeah, she never woke up.
Yeah, just fall asleep and never wake up and just
morbid talk about like the podcasts and stuff like y'all listen to, or I think Stacey listens to those morbid podcasts. I've always thought I'm like, man, nobody knows how they're gonna die, and that's like gonna be the scariest moment when you realize, oh my god, this is how I die.
Yeah, I think it's kind of freaky.
Scared. It's scary to think about because you just never know. Yeah.
So I'm such a weirdo that, like, you know, when you die, you go to a funeral and then they write your obituary and then they read it. I want to write my own.
I don't.
That's weird.
Cause like I want to have
let
it
us
ready.
Remember you how we.
No, let me say what I want to say.
Let us be honest. Finally, we can be honest.
Write my own.
Stacey was an amazing woman. She wrote this herself.
No.
Don't let me be the one reading it.
I don't need y'all to do all that.
I'm gonna get right up there
myself, and I'll have it ready to go.
I'm gonna go right up there. She wrote this herself, y'all.
I mean, it's not. I mean, what's the point? Because it's not like we can use it or not use it.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not gonna be around to object.
I know, but I feel like it makes it easier for others instead of having to like really. Have you ever had to
actually thinking about how much we loved you and cared about you?
No, but it's a lot of pressure, and like a lot of times you just don't want to do that. I'm like, it's okay. I don't like, for me personally.
It's okay. I got it.
I don't even want to be buried. You can just cremate. I just told I want to be cremated.
That's why I said I really don't care. Do whatever you want.
I've already expressed that I want to be cremated.
I've already expressed
and
that.
And my ashes spread in the ocean in
Who
Jamaica.
did she express that to?
Oh, I've expressed it to my whole family. They already know.
Did you tell me that?
I told you
I
that,
want
and
my
I told
ashes
mommy.
sprinkled in the
She didn't want to
ocean.
listen, but I told her
Because she wants, yeah. You want to be cremated?
cremated, my ashes spread in the
what
ocean.
ocean? Do you have a specific
in
ocean?
Jamaica? Yeah.
Okay.
In the ocean.
I also girls to keep some of the ashes because you can turn the ashes into diamonds. I heard.
I've heard that
You
too.
want the girls to wear your ashes on their diamonds.
Yeah, because I'm a diamond.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Mommy's like,
Y'all
no,
can just throw the
absolutely
ashes
not.
away. I'm done. I'm gone. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
my mom's like, our mom's
No,
like,
enjoy me, wear me, like
Wear me.
have me around
Not
everywhere.
wear me.
yeah, turn me into a diamond and wear me.
What'd you say about Mom, Julian?
She said, "Oh, for sure, she needs to be buried. She knows
she
exactly
wants-
where the plot's going to be." I said,
No expenses
"Ooh,
spared, baby. She wants everything
we
top of
got
the line.
you. We got you." I said, "We will not." My dad, on the other hand, I'll be like,
Julian.
"We probably gonna be cremating him."
change the
I'm
subject.
gonna
I'm about
be
to say,
honest.
with
If
that,
it's-
I don't
if
think it's
up
any of
to-
my business. So
If it's up to me, what's the cheapest option?
Cremation.
it is going to be cremation, but I honestly feel like that won't be any of my business at the time.
And I will
Let me
say,
know.
if y'all don't honor my wishes and choose to have a funeral for me, listen, it's going to be expensive because I need like a 26-inch bust down wig. Like,
Not the buzz. What,
baby,
Stacey?
you better off cremating me because I need to look.
You gonna know?
like,
We're gonna put you in slap an old wig on you. Put a little makeup. Throw in.
like, forget it because the way I want to
Stacey
go
gonna-
out,
well,
y'all ain't
Stacey-
gonna-
Stacey's
Well, make
gonna
sure
haunt
Luck does
us.
your eyelashes though.
like, I need my lashes, girl. Like, you know what? That's why I said cremate me because y'all can't get me the way I want. Y'all can't get me right.
And you won't know, girl.
I don't care.
Stacey, you gonna be in the ground
I
all
will
pasty
know, and I will haunt y'all bitches. I will haunt
Stacey
you.
gonna haunt me because I'm gonna be the main one. Janice said, "Go ahead, it's all right."
No, I got you, Stacey. They're not
Thank
gonna do
you.
nothing. That's not what she wants.
26-inch.
I need
Give her
some-
a 14.
Listen,
She good.
I need some hair from D Hair Boutique. Y'all don't play with me.
Oh my god.
She good. Just get that silicone one on Amazon. She's fine.
Do not get me no
She don't know.
don't
Get
don't
the
get me no
synthetic.
beauty supply hair.
Girl, you have braid hair.
I'm gonna haunt y'all.
Let me stop.
Anyway. Oh my god. She just literally
You're dead.
plotting to do you dirty. Damn.
Dirty.
Y'all have to do that. Just cremate me and
Yeah.
do whatever the ashes you will. If they end up in a trash can, they end up in a trash can.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
My soul is gone.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, how was your week, Jill?
Nice and morbid.
Mine was nice and chill. Actually, because just the way my work schedule is, like mid-month is kind of chill because I usually can get my work done by midday, so I just chill the rest of the day if it's not too crazy. And then, yesterday I did a deep clean of my apartment and just
I need to do
relax. And I still have to, after this, I'm gonna have to do my grocery shopping for the week. But other than that, I was just like, because next week's gonna get pretty busy at work. So that, and
that's done.
that reminds me, I still have to sign up for my workout classes. Okay. All
Mine,
right.
Thanks,
my
Jill.
week was okay. So my daughter started school this week
Yeah,
on
I
Wednesday.
saw that.
But I missed her because we have a little schedule because it's been summer and just me and her pretty much during the day just doing whatever. I'm like her personal Uber, her chef,
Yeah.
all the above. And then she went back to school. Her off about an hour or two later. I went to brunch with another mom. We went to this new brunch spot. It's in Frisco, but it's at 380 in Kuwait. It's called Jam and Toast.
Was it good?
It was really good.
Okay, we need to check that.
Good price point?
Yeah, and they give you a lot of food.
Okay.
Okay.
And I had a blueberry mimosa.
Ooh.
Was it good?
Oh, I was feeling so good.
Okay.
Like I forgot all about.
We're drinking mimosas right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good. So I'm definitely going back to that. And then
So do you think that now that Kylie's back in school, you're gonna want to work again or no?
well, yeah, I applied for a job.
so now you're gonna be bored.
Yeah, I applied for a job and I was just like,
You're like, I can get it.
I would like to get a job, but
I just
I
want to
like,
tell Ernest you're trying.
I'm so specific though. Like I have to work from home. Like it has to be 100% remote. I can't do hybrid. I don't want to be. I don't want to be on the phones.
So there is a website that specifically is for remote work, and you can like filter out, okay, he needs to be in this area, you can do worldwide, we can work anywhere in the world. I need to find that and give it to you.
Yeah. And then I only want to be either in real estate or healthcare. That's about it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't United Health. I could have sworn United Healthcare
They
was
had
hiring
a
again.
couple of positions that I saw posted because, I worked with them for years. So I did apply, but I haven't heard back. I've also heard a lot of people who are applying for jobs are also saying that they're not even hearing back. A lot of times, if you don't have keywords in your resume, it doesn't even trigger for them.
Well, I think for a while there, it was employee market, and now it's back to employer market in the sense that so many people are looking for jobs.
Yes.
That they're really having to filter.
Jobs on there, and I'll see a job that's posted, and it'll say like posted 3 days ago, and it'll tell you like how many people have applied for it. There was this one job, it literally said 2,000 people. I was like, seriously?
Like we'll put a posting up and it'll be like 600 hits.
But also, I've heard that a lot of employers will post jobs, but they're not really actively looking.
Why do they do that?
It's something to do with PPP. Like if a lot of them that had PPP loans, that it was a condition of them whether or not they would have to repay is that they would actively be posting jobs.
Oh.
And if they can just post a job and pretend like they're looking but never actually fill the position, because at the end of the day, because of COVID, they realized we don't need 4 people to do this position.
Right.
We only need 2. So they put that burden on those 2 additional employees and don't really go through, even though that completely stresses out the 2 employees. Why pay for 4 people when you can have 2 people do the same?
So that happened to me because I saw a job that was posted and I applied for the job, and then I got a response back saying the position was no longer available. And I'm like, well, you just posted it yesterday. Like, how is it no longer available?
They hired somebody immediately.
Those are ghost postings. They're not really hiring.
Immediately.
They just want to look like that they're looking, and they're just. And when it's time to go back to the government, they're like, we looked, but we just couldn't find anybody, and so they don't have to repay their PPP loans. So, yeah, it's shady because at the end of the day, I think because a lot of employers do want their employees to also be in office.
Yeah, at least hybrid. They want.
Yeah.
They did didn't they do studies and they found that productivity does go down when you're working from home. I can imagine that. Laundry.
A lot of people
I'm gonna take a quick shower.
Me personally, when I work from home, like what I miss is not the work, because the same amount of work that I do at home versus in the office, that doesn't change. I miss is being around other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's, after a while, that does get lonely.
I live far and I'm not trying to drive anywhere. I'm not going.
Yeah, I think for you, that's hard because mine is a 30-minute commute.
So my best friend company, what they do now, because I know it was something where they did not want to do work from home at all. But now what they do is they can pick 1 day a week to work from home. I'm like, that's kind of nice.
I actually like that. I would pick
that
like
wouldn't work for me either.
I would do like a Friday or a Monday.
That would not work for me.
But you don't want to do hybrid at all.
I don't want to do hybrid.
I'm fine. That's what I agree with Jillian in the sense that it gets boring when I'm at home.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about my job is the people. So
I actually don't want to work at all, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think
I'm
I picked up on that a long time ago.
But if the right job just happens to land in my lap.
You're like, dang, if the money is just like being blew out of the water, then I guess.
mean, I'll take it, yeah. Yeah.
Stacy. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back and we'll get into our main topics.
Yo.
All right. We are back. So we're going to just take a quick couple minutes to go ahead and discuss something that has us in a quick little chokehold. All 3 of us were talking about that this week, and it was the fact that Keke Palmer, being the queen that she is and the petty queen that she is,
love it,
was in Usher's new video Boyfriend at the end of her baby daddy talking about, I'm a mother.
After all, I am a mother.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, girl, I'm so tired. I missed it. After all, and she looks at the camera. I am a mother.
Right. And she has been selling merch that says I'm a mother on it as well. So she has definitely
running all the way to the bank.
She's definitely turned lemons into lemonade. I guarantee you this man, if supposedly they're broken up, but none of them have officially confirmed that they're broken up. So even if they're together, I bet you my bottom dollar that man will never do some bullshit like that ever again, so he can get embarrassed again.
I think
keep private stuff private. It don't need to be on social media.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think. I think, girl, he was just jealous, just jealousy.
Yeah,
that's what I
Raging
think it
through
was.
him.
I think it was just jealousy. I don't think it was so much.
And say a lot of
And
things and
it's
jealous.
jealousy and insecurity, because at the end of the day,
Insecurity.
no one was even thinking that. No one even took it to that level until you brought that up. So if you kept your mouth shut, people would have thought, oh, that's a cute video, and kept it moving. But he couldn't let it go.
It wasn't that big of a deal. Anytime there's celebs at his shows, he always brings.
He does. He does that to every. Yeah, you're correct.
And her
Stacey.
outfit was not that provocative. It was not. It was not that bad. I'm like, really? You act like she was in like a string bikini and nothing else. Walking
She was
around.
acting like she was trolling on her Instagram like Britney Spears.
Don't leave Brittany
We're
alone.
about to talk about her, but poor
Yeah,
Brittany.
I just think that honestly, I think he did it as a way to, because like I said, he's insecure. He wanted to bring her down a peg, humble her.
Well, backfired because
Which I don't know.
Like,
Just really cute.
Yeah,
does he
And
not
you know,
have his own money? What does he do?
he's a personal trainer, so no, he ain't got no money.
No.
Really?
Nowhere
answer
near,
is no.
nowhere near her.
He's a norm.
But you know how they met is that it was at Issa Rae's yacht party, because his brother was on Insecure with Issa Rae.
Oh,
He ain't shit either, but
okay.
Who?
it's
The brother?
the,
Who
was-
the brother that was on the show.
He was in. Who was
He was Dro,
Oh, the
an
girl, the
Insecure.
guy she was dating at the end.
the one that Molly was dating that was married. In the earlier episodes,
Yeah.
Dro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated Dro. Ugh.
Yeah.
So
So
annoying.
that's his brother.
Okay, I could see it.
Yeah.
He went
So,
in the show. But
Yeah.
I don't
At the
know,
end of the
personally.
day, I just feel like she's kept it classy. She had her, little jabs. She got back, kept it cute, and
and he
moved-
looking like an idiot.
very much so.
Lost his bag.
Yes. So yeah,
Allegedly, they very well may still be together.
And so, I mean, people were putting rumors like, oh my gosh, that they're broken up, but they were saying that he was looking for spousal and child support and trying to take her house. I'm just like, they're not even married. How do you even think he can do that?
read that.
Yeah,
he
but
was coming for her spousal support, full custody, child support, and something else.
But he put
For
out
a
a
house.
statement saying that
Like,
he
what
has
you
not
mean?
spoken to anyone. He said, I have not spoken to anybody, so I don't know where this
That's
is coming
the
from.
allegedly part, because I was like thinking, how are you gonna ask for all that shit? You ain't even married to this
Yeah.
woman.
No.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know how he would get child support. You're never legally married. And
I mean, technically, you can get child support even if you're in child support. It said
No.
it's full custody, child support, and her house.
I read that he was also seeking spousal support. So like I said, they've
I don't
never
think he could
officially.
seek that because they're not even.
Yeah,
they're
I
just
don't-
boyfriend
Don't
and
mean they
girlfriend.
Can
won't.
he get child
Doesn't
support?
mean
Yeah.
he won't.
He could possibly
try.
get child support.
He
Yeah.
could get because he could
Possibly.
get full custody too because of the fact that she travels so much and she's
I
a
doubt he'll
lot
get full
busier.
custody.
But I doubt that. I mean, I can see why he would think he could possibly
Now
get
he
it.
could get joint custody, and she could still pay him child support.
Yeah.
With the joint custody.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. I doubt she would. I mean, if they go 50-50,
Because she has more money, and he'll have the child 50-50. She can pay him.
oh, I thought once it was, if they're splitting the time 50-50, why would I understand if it was joint custody? You spend the majority of
joint
my
custody.
time over there.
A lot of times
yes,
it's
because you're spending.
50-50.
Yeah,
and
you,
they still
you can
pay
get child support.
I don't know. I'm not a family
I
attorney.
guess it depends
so.
on like who takes care of like the insurance, who has where the kids register for school, that kind of
They
thing.
could get joint
Let's
custody,
be-
and then
Let's
she
be
could
honest.
pay him
Even if
child
she
support.
child support, even if they're together, she's taking care of all the child's needs anyways. Because let's be honest, like I said, he's a personal trainer, and I don't.
She's gonna be
think-
gone.
No,
There
I'm
is
just
emotional
saying
support.
her situation as far as money that goes towards her child is not going to change whether it's together or not. And she has to pay child support because at the end of the day,
She gonna spend
let's
it
be
on
honest,
herself.
she's the one that's supporting them financially.
Yeah.
She's just dropping some dead weight with him. She ain't got to
Right.
worry about him anymore. So in the end of the day, she probably end up.
I ain't paying for your rent.
Yeah. So, and I did hear that he was trying to get the house for. I'm like, if you ain't on the deed, if you're not paying this mortgage, you cannot petition.
I don't
So
want
we'll-
this kid's life to change, but it's an infant, so I doubt it.
So we'll see what happens. Like, I know.
Well, we don't know the situation. Just because you're not married doesn't mean that they may have gotten the house
never
together. She
know.
may have
I
added
think
his
she had
name.
the,
This is before him.
Okay, so
Allegedly.
This is okay. So I do, like I said, they live in California. This is Texas. At the end of the day, you can, when it comes to like the mortgage, you can live there and not be on the mortgage. You can be on the deed and not on the mortgage.
Yeah, you can be on the deed. Yeah.
And people like, well, I don't live in that, because I've had customers who go, I'm calling them, hey, you know, hi, your mortgage is past due. Oh, I'm getting a divorce. I'm not in the house. What I got to do with me?
Yeah, you're still on the deed.
Chilean.
No, you're on the mortgage. I don't care who's on the deed. I don't care
who lives in there. I
took
don't need
this
to know your
mortgage out.
personal situation.
I'm like, what I got to do with me?
You owe money though.
I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. But this mortgage, but I live somewhere else and I'm paying rent. Okay. This mortgage still got to pay, and you're
like, hold on, let me call my dude.
She's
Let me call
supposed
this dude.
So he very well
she's supposed to be paying the mortgage. Well, she's not, and I can't call her. So what's up?
So if he's going after the house, he could very well be on the mortgage. Or
You never know.
You never know.
Who
Because they don't
knows?
have to be married.
Who knows? I don't know. She could have paid cash for the house.
Like I don't even know when
Or
did
it
she
could
when did
all
she
be
even
a
get the
lie.
house? She could have got the house last year.
I don't know.
So
I don't
he
know.
might have been on it.
This is all allegedly.
This
'cause
is
we
all
don't know.
allegedly, because, like I said, neither one of them have come out with official statements saying they're no longer together. I like to look up court documents, and I ain't see nothing. So we'll see.
For the filing of the child support.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think at the most he could probably ask for is child support.
That's probably the most.
And-
Trying to even get.
Yeah, he
Honestly, I don't see him getting full custody
I
either,
don't- I could see him
because
trying to get a come up though. Yeah,
at the end of the day, the baby's with her, because she said that she exclusively breastfeeds the baby.
Exactly. That's why I was
So that
like,
baby has to be with her all the time.
She's more involved with that. Like, I don't think she even travels as much. She's definitely she's a mother.
She is a mother. After all, she is a mother.
Yeah. So
Anyways.
it is what it is. So I just love the video, and then she got her little jab back in for the shit
Jab,
he
jab.
did. He did on X, formerly Twitter.
I still haven't even looked at X. Let me go and I haven't even seen the new
It's stupid.
face.
Now
But
they're
I
saying,
never was a big Twitter user. Anyway,
now they're
so.
saying that, oh, you can't block people anymore. Elon Musk said that. I'm like, what do you mean I can't block people? It's so dumb.
What? So now I can. Okay, that's scary.
Yeah, only for DMs you can block them for. So that's no longer going to be a feature. So I'm like, okay, you really are trying to run this company into the ground, but whatever.
It'll be trash soon.
Okay. It already is. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So main topic we're going to talk about this week is conservatorships, because we had two interesting situations. One being Britney Spears and her conservatorship, which ended, was that last year or the year before that she went to court and got it ended?
Last year, because me and Michael did a podcast on it.
Yeah, so she
Free
had
Brittney.
hers ended. She got married, and unfortunately, it
Maybe
looks
the year
like
before.
the husband filed for divorce. Allegedly, we don't know exactly what's going on in their marriage, and also
He did file.
Yeah, he did.
filed.
no
They both-
file as far as allegedly she cheated. I personally heard that he cheated, but
Girl, so it was all over the news outlets that she cheated. I thought nothing
Brittany.
about Sam cheating.
I don't know. I just heard he gonna be spilling the secrets on Brittany. Okay, whatever. And then also,
I heard that he was going to be, if she doesn't give him spousal support, whatever, he's going to spill all these secrets. And then somebody was saying, you can't do that. That's like extortion or something. Like
it is.
And you have a prenup.
Ironclad.
I think
Somebody
that's what he's
protected
mad
her.
about.
And then he did put out a statement saying that yes, they are going through divorce, whatever, but he respects her, and I guess trying to say that
They
he
still
never
love
had
and care.
yeah, that he was never going to spill any secrets or whatever.
Yeah, he did come out with the actual statement
Yeah.
saying he's not quite sure where that came from, but him and Brittany are still love and care about each other and intend to remain friends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
he did
maybe-
put out a statement. So I'm like, okay, maybe initially he was going to try that, but then
Maybe it's just what people think he was going to try,
Right.
and they put it out there.
because people also think that he'd be the one cheating, and
Yeah.
I've
Who
never
knows?
heard of him cheating though since they've been together.
I just
Yeah.
want to put it out there, which I don't know. Allegedly, Brittany cheated, but I do know that back in the day, she did cheat on Justin.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, not saying that you for sure will, but yeah, it's already in you. You probably will do it again.
Yeah,
That's-
it's
okay.
allegedly, so we won't assume that Brittany cheated. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt.
You are?
Yeah,
Girl,
I
I'm
am.
not.
Brittany's Brittany.
Okay, so let me ask you this then: how do you feel like Brittany's been acting lately?
Crazy. panties. She has a stripper,
I
but
don't.
her twirling has gotten worse because now she's like crawling on the floor. She has a stripper pole that she has added now, and I'm like, come on, you okay?
To me, it's debatable whether I don't think she needs to be in a conservatorship, but she definitely needs some people
Something's not
guiding
right.
her. Because what she's doing, I wouldn't even want to see you guys doing. I'd be like, what are you doing? I just saw this story with you in your backyard in a bikini, twirling around. You're like, what's going on?
She's crawling on the floor. Her feet be dirty, like her knees be dirty.
Like, you're
girl,
rich,
get up
but
off
you
the
dirty.
floor. Quit slapping your ass. Like, what are you doing?
Me personally,
She's not all the way there.
honestly, I think because of everything she's been through, I think she's starved for attention. And
then she needs help.
then starved for attention and affection. I don't think I just at the end of the day I just feel like,
and you could be right, Jillian.
I think right now she's just surrounded by leeches, like people who just leech off of her, really don't have her best intentions and want her to live a full,
Which once
happy,
again
healthy
means
life.
she needs somebody in her life to help guide her
I
because
think
something's
she-
going on.
And I don't think she has that. And I don't
No.
think a conservatorship would change that. I think the
I don't think the
conservatorship.
conservatorship is really what I'm. I don't think she needs that.
I just hope she finds true friendship out there, somebody who's going to be there for her without using her, and I hope she finds that,
Okay.
whether that is a spouse or a friend. I don't know.
Let me jump in real quick because I'm on Brittany's Instagram, and she put out a statement, and I'll make it quick. She says, as everyone knows, Hassam, is that his name?
Sam.
Sam
it says
something.
Sam
Hassam.
Asghardi is her ex-husband.
It says Hesam. I guess it's just pronounced Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then that's his full name. Go
Okay,
ahead.
she was someone's business, but I couldn't take the pain anymore, honestly. In some sort of telepathic way, I have been receiving so many messages that melt my heart from friends, and I thank you. I've been playing it strong for way too long, and my Instagram may seem perfect, but it's far from reality, and I think we all know that. I would love to show my emotions and tears on how I really feel, but for some reason, I've always had to hide my weakness. If I wasn't my dad's strong soldier, I would be sent away to places to get fixed by doctors. But that's when I needed family the most. You're supposed to be loved unconditionally, not under conditions. So I will be as strong as I can and do my best. I'm actually doing pretty damn good. Anyways, have a good day and don't forget to smile.
Okay. Like I said, I think
and exactly what you said. Star for attention. Doesn't know who it is. Affection. People to trust. That's clearly a person that's
It's a
shouting
cry
out for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs help.
And I think she just needs
And she says she's
companionship.
been
She
getting
just needs-
telepathic messages from everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she just.
And when she said, I was a hurting.
She said
for
she can't take
me,
the pain anymore.
She couldn't take the pain anymore. And she like that kind of confirms to me that she probably did something she probably wasn't supposed to do. Not saying cheating, but you probably did something you weren't supposed to do. And at this point, she probably felt like she had no other choice. She was just like, screw it. I need some attention and affection.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think with Brittany, even though she has a lot of people around her, she's incredibly lonely.
I don't see anyone around her. She's been there twirling by herself, and
All the time.
And she has her little camera. You can see like the little reflection, her little camera setup that she has. So no one's actually some of the videos. No one's
by
actually
herself.
recording her.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying at the end of the day, like I said, we did. She had her miscarriage relationship piece, and that
I think she needs help.
she finds what she's looking for. So wherever that may be,
She needs to wear underwear that fit her
Oh my God, Stacey.
and get off the floor.
Jillian, come on. You've seen the bikinis, right?
She needs to quit crawling on the floor
do
and
you
get off
think
the
that's
stripper pole.
appropriate?
This is the same girl that when she was at the height of her
Career had a
career, low
Showing.
when we had like the low strung,
Yes.
the low rise jeans.
She ain't got past it. She's still
Okay, she's
living in
also
there.
40-something years old.
She's still
She
living in the
She
past.
has sons
I
that
really
have expressed they don't want to see her naked.
At the end of the day, I really do feel like some people they just judge her so harshly.
And I feel like also now,
It's not judgment. It's concern. For me, it is.
for
at
me,
least.
it's real
It's
concern. But I do feel like I saw where Plies reposted one of her videos and saying how he just loves how she be slapping her ass. Now it's like a joke for people, and it's not a joke. It's not funny. Like it's something could seriously
Like
be
I
wrong
said,
here.
Now you're just laughing at it as like she's a joke.
As far as her twirling and dancing or whatever, I could care less. If that makes you happy twirling, if it's on a pole,
Why you got to post it, girl? You don't got to post it.
But
And then she turns her comments off so people can't even comment on it. But
I would too, just for my sanity.
Yeah.
Like I said, if doing that stuff makes her happy and she likes to express, she She likes to express herself creatively.
I wouldn't call it creative, but
Okay, art is subjective. So just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people won't like it. So she likes it. What the important thing is that she likes it.
She like slaps her butt. I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
And that didn't start happening till after her conservatorship was over.
No, she was doing that before.
She wasn't slapping her ass.
She wasn't crawling
Oh.
on the ground. She had clothes.
And like afterwards,
She had
and I'm telling
those
you,
cute little shorts.
The bikinis are so low.
Oh my gosh.
One little second, one little slip. You got the whole picture.
Oh, she done got extremes. Oh yeah.
Before,
it
all
was
I'm
shorts.
saying, the conservatorship might be a part of the reason why she acts as crazy as she does.
Yeah. All right. And so there was another conservatorship that came into the headlines, and it is between former NFL player Micheal Oher and his adoptive, I'm going to put that in quotation, adopted family, the Tuohys, who were the subject of the movie The Blind Side. It was based on their situation loosely.
Quick question. So I know you said adoptive parents. So technically they never actually, for what
They
I'm hearing,
never.
he was never, they never adopted
Not
him.
officially.
So
no.
so they're not his adoptive parents.
And they told him that they couldn't adopt him officially, and that the conservatorship was really the only option because he was 18
And it was just
and
like
older.
an
That's
adoption.
what they
But
told
now
him.
we know.
That's not true. And so just to,
I didn't know you could
I
adopt
guess
an adult.
we could.
can.
You can. So anyone who's seen The Blind Side, when the movie came out, he did initially come out and say he did not like the way he was portrayed in that movie, saying that, and now that more details are coming through, saying that before he even met the Tuohys, that he was actually going to the same private school that their two kids were going to. He was well known in the area because he, at the time, was a football prodigy and was being scouted to go and play college football. So the idea of that he didn't know how to play football and they taught him, that part of that movie was a complete lie. He was already in school with those kids. Yes, he did have a rough up, and the mom showing him the room, and he goes, "I never had one of these before." And the mom goes, Sandra Bullock, when she played the character, goes, "Oh, your own room?" He goes, "A bed." We should have known that was bullshit. I mean,
Yeah.
to tell me that boy never had a crib, nothing. We should have known that was that whole
I don't know.
situation
You
was
could know
bullshit.
if it's bullshit. I mean, a lot of kids grow up like that, sadly.
But it was a lie.
I know it was a lie,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't necessarily go right to that's bullshit. I mean, you were
Even if it's a
like,
blow up mattress. I mean, never had a bed. Never slept on a bed before.
in your privilege in the sense that you've always had a bed.
Okay, I guess whatever. But anyways, at the end of the day, these people, I think maybe it started out where they wanted to do a good thing for him, and I think once they saw, okay,
He's a cash cow.
He's a cash cow, and also I think because he was so good at football, even before that they met him, they used it as an opportunity. Which in the movie he was being investigated by the NCAA. It was a way to get him to go to their alma mater, Ole Miss, as well.
Oh yeah. Did he end up going to Ole Miss?
He ended up going to Ole Miss, and so at the end of the day, I think that was a part of it too, to kind of have that talent at their school. And then,
Oh, I could believe that.
And then-
People are so obsessed with football. It's
yeah.
weird.
And I just think, and then also whenever they were talking about how when they were negotiating the movie rights, that the four Tuohys had their own agent separate from Micheal. And so I'm like, oh, that's weird. Y'all should have, seeing that this is his story, a story about his life, that at minimum, if you're going to, I think their two kids shouldn't have gotten a cut of that shit.
I don't understand why they were.
At best.
Right.
It'd be a 50-50 split between the parents and Micheal.
Right.
I don't
where
like
there
the
were-
fact that they had a different agent than him when
That
they were
made no
negotiating.
sense to me.
And the one that they had him use was their old family friend.
Which,
Yes.
But I also blame Micheal a little bit because he was a grown man at that point.
He was
but
18.
he also
No, because he had already been playing
No.
pro football.
So when that happened, he was also part of the conservatorship. He couldn't negotiate anything anyways because of the conservatorship.
I get that, but again, at the time when the movie came out, he was a football player. He was in the NFL. So that means during the time where you were negotiating everything, even if they had the final say, why would you take on their legal?
At the end of the
I'm
day,
just saying, at the end of the
at the
day,
end of
they
the day,
might
he
have
was an
had
adult,
him.
but
They
he
might have had him.
trusted.
He
He
did
trusted
trust
They might
them.
have had them might have had him brainwashed enough, but at the same time, I was like, you also were a grown man.
I understand that, but he trusted them.
I think that
and
he
took them at
trusted
face
them.
value,
And he wanted a
they
family.
played on that. like saying when people get scammed, I don't want to blame the victim.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying
you should have known.
I wouldn't have chosen that lawyer.
There's plenty of time where I've seen people get scammed. I'm just like, oh, you should have known better. But you'd be surprised.
I think from
how people be
I'm
getting
not trying
scammed.
to blame him. I'm just saying, like, if he had any thought of, because even your own family, like blood family, will do that kind of stuff to you. It happens all the time.
Yeah, and
I don't know if this blind trust is something he should have done either, especially a person in the NFL who had money.
And I think the older he got, the more he matured, then he started to take things more seriously and started investigating and looking into things. So I think he started to realize what was going on and start investigating things, and thus he said that he didn't about a year ago he fully investigated what was going on with the conservatorship and the
when did
deal.
he get married?
No, it was recently. I wouldn't.
That wife was like, "No, hold on.
Why are you still in a conservatorship? Like, why?
No, hold on. We're married now.
Yeah.
What's going on with this?
I need to know what's going on with all the finances.
It's not even necessary that she may have said, this is messed up, this is fucked up that they're doing this. She might have just had questions.
Yeah.
And those questions might have triggered other questions.
And he probably didn't have
And then when
answers.
you do a little research, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because the way I took this, from what I read and what I've been researching, the way I understood it, the conservatorship happened when he was 18. And he knew it was a conservatorship. But he also thought, based on the statement that he said at that time, from way back when, they pulled up some old statements. Because at first they were saying that he had no idea. No, he knew. He said basically because of his age, they were not able to adopt him. So this would be their way of adopting him. And he said basically it's just like an adoption, which we know it's not true.
That's crazy.
But I also felt like they were nice. Things were working for them at that time. They were nice to him.
There is no reason for them to have put him in a conservatorship.
No reason
at all.
Him being 18 at the time, and I think he just
they wanted control.
I think he wanted a family. And they were probably nice to him back then, and it was working back then. And because he literally said in that statement,
they probably were saying, yes, the conservatorship will help you make decisions.
Exactly.
I'm sure they even spend it that way.
So he said that they basically told him
they
it
can't
was
take
just
advantage of you,
like an adoption. And at the time, it was probably working. He probably didn't question anything, right? And when the movie deal came about, they got him the lawyer and stuff. He probably didn't question that either because. I mean, they've
always protected me my whole life.
Conservatorship. So what has changed? Because it's been a conservatorship. Like I have questions. You probably couldn't even answer those questions.
When you're getting paid this much and X amount is going over here.
Yeah,
Why?
like what's going on? And that's probably when he truly was like, "What is really going on?" And really questioned
I'm in my 30s. Why am I?
Why is he still on that?
Money?
Exactly.
Yeah, and supposedly they were even their biological children were still getting residuals.
And I don't understand why they were getting anything.
And he wasn't getting anything.
He wasn't getting anything.
Mm-mm.
That's messed up.
Okay, so that's when you know that, like, it's because a part of me is just like, God, I wonder if like they had good intentions when it started,
Probably
and
not.
then as time went on,
yeah, I think as time went on, and
more
they
money,
were getting
got
away
greedy.
with more and more and stuff. Because when it comes at the end of the day, when it comes to people say, oh well, they already had a lot of money. Yeah, but this is also because they're in Tennessee or Nashville, and he went to. This is the same. If anybody remembers, but Brett Favre, a multimillionaire, stole from Mississippi welfare program to build a volleyball. Just because they have money doesn't mean that they're not going to go. Money. If they can get free money, they're still going to go get it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Chrisleys.
Yes. It doesn't.
I love the Chrisleys.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, I think with them, they probably started out with good intentions, and once they got away with more and more stuff. I
think they always saw a cash cow in him and was just like, I don't think they probably thought he wasn't the smartest and they can take.
Yeah, I think. Not
saying they didn't like him, but I felt like there was always an ulterior motive.
I think they took him in and
you
also
liked him for what he could do for you,
right? Exactly, and I think a part of that was to get him to play for.
And then of course you get closer with somebody because you're spending time with them, and you probably did develop a. Parents will do.
Yeah,
Aaron Carter's mama did it to him.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens all the time.
It does happen all the time.
Lindsay Lohan's parents did it to her.
Yeah. All the time. You see that a lot with child stars that their parents start. And the book I read, I'm Glad My Mom Died. All the shit that her mom did to her when she got famous and started making money.
That's crazy.
Then
That's
ended up being.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
And ended up being the primary care.
Money will change
financial
people.
provider for her family. I think money changes people.
That's typically what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
Yeah. It's sad. We'll see. Hopefully he, like I said, if they have any kind of conscience, they would give some of the money back.
Girl, they ain't giving that money back. They might
That
stop taking it. But
because she made a whole nother industry for herself. They started a charity based off all the press
So
that
is
she
he
got.
broke now or something?
I will say,
I don't think so. I don't think
I
that
don't
he's
think
broke.
so. I don't think any of them are broke. I think it's just
No, I was just wondering like where is he at? Because if he's not getting residuals
he's a
and stuff,
former,
like where is he at?
I don't
financially?
think he's broke at all. I
No.
don't think that's the case. I will say, real quick before we wrap up, because I know we probably need to. I do think that Sandra Bullock getting that hate off of it is so unnecessary.
Very
He
unnecessary.
came out and also said,
I was
"Do
like,
not, like
what does
no.
that have to do with her?
She
took
acted
a movie
her,
role.
She acted her ass off.
Sandra Bullock did what she was supposed to.
She
She got a
did.
script and she acted her ass off.
I was like,
she
why
earned
would
it.
you guys ever throw any of that
Because
towards
people
her?
take it like whoever plays like
She has nothing to do with
you
it.
just said earlier about someone that you didn't like either. You just didn't like the role they played. Who were y'all?
Who?
Y'all were talking about some show that y'all were talking about with Issa Rae or whatever.
Oh.
And you're just like, yeah, I didn't like him because they
In the
played
show.
Yes,
I
We
didn't
didn't
said
like
I
the
didn't like
character
him
in
in
the
the
show.
show.
a lot of people
No,
though.
but I've heard
you play
They
the
do
character.
take on the character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but I've read rumors
Think
about
about, like,
him
the
being
old-
ancient in real life too.
Oh,
but so
okay, 'cause
whatever.
you're like-
Oh, you're talking about
villain.
Because you're like, he ain't
Keke Palmer's baby
you're
daddy
like-
brother.
you're like, he ain't shit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, based on the role, because
No, the role he won't. Actually, you know what? No, back up. He was honest. Just Molly just got butt hurt. I never liked Molly in that show. Molly just.
Oh, you're talking about in
Insecure.
Insecure.
People never-
You were going
some
back. I was like, what are you talking about?
some people
Oh.
can't separate the
She
actual
was stupid.
character. So people are mad at Sandra
Some people
Bullock.
do that
and I'm
all
just
the
like, why are you
time.
mad at her? She's just
I feel
playing
like
a role.
Even in Euphoria,
That wasn't really her.
Jacob Elordi, I feel like he got a lot of backlash from that character because a character was awful, but he's
Yeah.
a good person.
Yeah, they
I
know how to
think.
they know how to act, but like I said, we don't really
But
know
anyways,
people.
That was just a quick little because I
Yeah.
was like, man, y'all should not be throwing this hate at this woman.
Okay. Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting. And I just think at the end of the day, when it comes to these conservatorships, yeah, I feel like a lot of times people are entering it not with the best intentions. And
I don't
And,
even know why they do conservatorships at this point because it seems like every
it
single
could be
one
no,
has
it could
been
be needed.
everyone I've heard about has have negative
I
problems
mean,
towards it.
there's lots of different reasons why someone's in a
And
conservatorship.
apparently it's like really rare for some person to actually an adult to be put into a conservatorship. It's very rare.
Well, if I see
Well,
your ass twirling around in a thong on Instagram, I'm putting your ass in a
Let me do me, baby.
Well, I just hope,
You're
for
welcome.
Micheal, I just hope that they're able to work things out and figure out what they need to do. And then with Brittany, I just think she just really needs a really good friend to be there 100% in her corner and kind of bring things back.
To a good place because I do think they love and care. I think they love and care about each other. I do think at some point.
So they
Yeah.
weren't even at his wedding?
They were not.
Okay, so yeah.
So I think,
I hope they get back to a
I
good
think
place.
because he was starting to discover some things that he didn't like. And at the end of the day, I think, like I said, they did help him out. They did provide stability in his life when he really needed it. So there's that. So
I do think there's love there. I think there is some, even if it's they took advantage because they didn't have to, and they could have taken more of it. I don't know. Who knows? And then with Brittany, my opinion on that is, I think she just needs a little guidance. It's getting a little weird. It's getting a little weird.
And now with her going through the divorce and him leaving, oh my gosh, I can only imagine what her Instagram's gonna be like.
it's gonna be like circa Brittany 2005, and shaving her head off, shaving her hair, because that was really like the craziest thing. I was
I
like, that
hope
was really
not.
crazy.
I don't think so, but all right.
That was crazy. Even how she did it, when
Yeah,
she did it was crazy.
I mean, I just hope it doesn't go.
She was
back
going
there.
crazy.
I think she was driven that way, but I think for the way I describe it is, it's almost like whenever you shake a soda bottle
And it explodes.
and you finally untwist the cork and it explodes. I think that's what.
So maybe it wasn't.
I think she was just under a lot of pressure and the pressure got to her and she exploded. So
could be.
yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up and enjoy the rest of our Sundays. We have got a couple things we got to go do. So we'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the platform you're listening on and leave us a review.
We want to support local businesses, so if you'd like us to shout out your business, or if you have a topic suggestion, or even questions for our QA section, we want to hear from you. So reach out to us at letmefinish@gmail.com.
You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Let Me Finish. Don't forget that the E in me is the number 3. You can find me at New Jillian Houdis on Instagram. Stacy, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Mrs. Cams01. I'm also on TikTok, Mrs. Cams01, MRSKAMS01.
And Janice, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Uniquely Janice, and Facebook and TikTok, I'm just Janice Housen.
Okay. See you next week.
See you next week.
See you guys then.